What did your mechanic find during PMCS that proved your command was lying? I was a private first-class working supply when our battalion started having vehicle problems. Humvees breaking down constantly, trucks overheating, equipment failures every other week. Command kept telling us it was operator error. Said soldiers weren't doing proper maintenance checks, blamed us for being lazy and careless. Our battalion sergeant major held a formation. You people are destroying government property through negligence. If this continues, there will be consequences. Everyone got extra duty. Had to sign statements acknowledging we'd failed to maintain equipment properly. My squad leader made us do PMCS checks twice daily instead of once. But the problems kept happening. Vehicles still broke down at the same rate. Command got angrier, started threatening Article 15s for anyone whose vehicle failed. That's when Specialist Nolan stepped up. He was our motor pool mechanic. Quiet guy from Oregon who actually knew vehicles inside and out. Had worked at his dad's auto shop since he was 12. Nolan started documenting everything. Every failure, every breakdown, every part that wore out too quickly. Kept detailed notes in a personal logbook. 3 weeks later, he requested a meeting with the battalion commander. Lieutenant Colonel Vincent wasn't happy about it. Didn't like privates and specialists questioning command decisions. This better be important, Vincent said when Nolan showed up at his office. Nolan brought his logbook, opened it to the first page. Sir, I've been tracking our vehicle failures. Found something you need to see. He showed Vincent the pattern. Every vehicle that broke down had one thing in common. They'd all received oil changes from the same contractor in the same 2-week period 6 months ago. I pulled oil samples from 12 vehicles, sir. Sent them to a civilian lab for analysis. Paid for it myself. Vincent's expression changed. You did what? The oil is contaminated, sir. Wrong viscosity grade mixed with water, probably from improperly cleaned storage tanks. It's destroying our engines from the inside. Nolan pulled out the lab reports. Official documentation showing the contamination levels. Technical analysis proving the oil was unsuitable for military vehicles. That contractor saved money by using cheap oil and dirty equipment. We've been driving on it for 6 months. That's why everything's breaking down. Vincent went pale. Started flipping through the reports. How many vehicles are affected? 47, sir. Every vehicle that contractor serviced. I cross-referenced the maintenance logs. The room got very quiet. Vincent picked up his phone, called the base commander. Sir, we have a situation. I need you to hear this immediately. Within 2 hours, there was an emergency investigation. Criminal Investigation Command got involved. Contract oversight officers showed up with briefcases and serious faces. The contractor had been cutting corners for over a year, not just at our base. They'd been doing it across 3 different installations, saving thousands of dollars by using contaminated oil while charging premium rates. They found emails proving the company knew about the contamination, decided it was cheaper to risk it than fix their storage procedures, figured military bureaucracy was too slow to catch them. Our battalion commander had to issue a formal apology, stood in front of the entire unit and admitted command had been wrong, had blamed soldiers for problems that weren't their fault. Specialist Nolan's initiative uncovered serious criminal activity. He did what leaders are supposed to do. He found the truth. Every soldier who'd received extra duty got it removed from their records. Those who'd been threatened with Article 15s got formal apologies. Command had to acknowledge we'd been right all along. The contractor lost their military contracts. Owner went to federal prison for fraud. The company paid millions in damages to replace all the ruined engines. Nolan got promoted to sergeant ahead of schedule. Battalion commander wrote him a letter of commendation that followed him for the rest of his career. But here's the part nobody expected. That oil contamination investigation expanded. Turns out the same contractor had been servicing medical generators at a field hospital. The contaminated oil had caused generator failures during critical surgeries. Backup systems had kicked in, but there were close calls. Patients who almost died because generators failed at the wrong moment. Nolan's personal investigation potentially saved lives, not just engines. The Army changed their contractor oversight procedures after that, required independent oil testing at random intervals, created new accountability measures for maintenance contractors. Last I heard, Nolan retired as a master sergeant, runs a vehicle inspection business now, does consulting work for military contract oversight, still keeps that original logbook, shows it to anyone who asks how one specialist took down $1 million fraud operation.